Have you ever felt so tired that you can barely focus, remember things, or even manage your own emotions? Good afternoon. My name is Annabella Madison, and this is my informative speech titled The Importance of Sleep for Mental Health. If you said yes to my question, you're not alone. Nearly one third of adults in the United States don't get sleep enough regularly, and this lack is closely linked to mental health problems like anxiety and depression. As someone who has researched sleep's impact on our brains and emotions, I would like to share why sleep is so essential for the mental health. Today, I will explain how sleep can affect your mood, cognitive abilities, and emotional regulation, and why making sleep a priority can truly change your life. First, let's talk about mood. Sleep and mood are deeply connected. When we don't get enough rest, our risk of developing depression and anxiety increases significantly. According to Matthew Walker, a leading sleep scientist and author of Why We Sleep, quality sleep helps balance neurotransmitters in the brain that regulate how we feel. Without enough sleep, these chemical transmitters fall out of balance, leading to irritability, sadness, or anxious feelings. Simply put, when you sleep well, you're more likely to lead emotionally stably and positive. In fact, some studies show that improving sleep can even help reduce symptoms in people who already suffer from depression and anxiety. For example, think about how you feel after a sleepless night. You may be more sensitive or quick to anger or just generally down. This isn't your imagination. Your brain chemistry is actually affected by the lack of sleep. On the other hand, people who do get regular enough sleep tend to report higher overall happiness and better coping skills during stressful times. Next, sleep plays a cognitive role in cognitive performances. This is how we think, learn, and remember stuff. Research from the National Sleep Foundation shows that sleep supports attention, memory consolidation, and problem solving skills. When we sleep, our brain processes and organizes the information that we learn throughout the day, making it easier to recall later. For students, this might mean better grades or faster learning. For anyone, it just means sharper thinking during daily tasks. Imagine trying to study for a test or complete a complicated project after staying up all night. Chances are you'll find it much harder to concentrate and retain information. Chronic sleep deprivation has been linked to long term cognitive decline and risk increased diseases like Alzheimer's. That makes sleep not just a short-term fix, but a long-term investment in the brain health. Lastly, sleep is essential for emotional regulation, how we manage our stress and reactions. When we are well rested, our brains can control responses to stressful situations. But when sleep is lacking, emotional reactivity increases, making us likely to overreact or struggle with social interactions. This doesn't just affect your mood, but can damage relationships, work performances, and overall mental well being. For instance, someone who is sleep deprived may find it harder to emphasize with others or may feel overwhelmed by everyday problems. This makes it tougher to maintain friendships or even stay productive. Prioritizing sleep can help people become more resilient, calm, and able to navigate life's challenges. Now that we understand why sleep is so important, let's talk about how to get better sleep. Here are a few practical tips that I found. Set a consistent bedtime and wake up even on weekends to regulate your body's internal clock. Limit screen time before bed because the blue light from the phones and computers do interfere with the melatonin production, which is a self made hormone that helps you sleep. Create a calming bedtime routine, such as reading a book or listening to soothing music, so that when you rehear it, it's your brain's signal to start and wind down. Make sure that your sleep environment is comfortable. A cool, dark, quiet room promotes deeper rest, better for your mental health. Avoid caffeine and heavy meals close to bedtime as they can disrupt your ability to fall asleep. By making all these small changes, you can significantly improve the quality of your sleep and, by extension, your mental health. To wrap it up, sleep is not just about feeling well rested, it's about supporting your mood, boosting your brain power, and managing your emotions. By prioritizing good sleep habits, you're investing in your mental health and your ability to thrive. Remember, a good night's sleep isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity for a happier, healthier you. So, tonight, take care of your mind and your body by getting the rest that you know that you deserve. Thank you. Bye.